This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's prepare the servers. I installed two servers now. I'm trying to connect them. So for everyone, is my voice audible and able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let me launch the instances immediately. So, what we did yesterday? Till Git ignore we have learned, right? So we learned what is how to use SSH keygen and so that how we can push our code without providing credentials, right? So various options we are learning every day. So are you practicing? If you're practicing, are you getting any issues? Are you practicing? If yes, any issues you facing? Naveen, Rajesh, Shibin, Revanti, Tulsi, Swaraj.
Yeah, from 3 days onwards, I'm not practicing, so I got some work, so I will do practice this weekend.
Okay, Rajesh. If you face any issues, let me know.
Uh, yeah. If I face any issues, I will.
No problem. We can connect later in the evening. If you have any issues, we'll connect and we'll solve them. But first, try from your end.
Oh,
If still you are not
okay.
understanding, then let me know. No problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Tulsi, how about you? Are you practicing?
No, sir.
Okay. You you have to you actually the classes you think them as like you are preparing for the interview, because when you want to attend an interview, even though we are experienced, even experienced DevOps engineer as well. Okay, Shibin, got it. No problem. So even experienced person also, even he can't go to interview directly, even though you're working on DevOps from past 8 years or 10 years, because he has to practice from scratch. Because in the real time, he may be working, he may be using one or two tools, but in the interview, they will be asking all the tools, right? So you are all actually in better position. Actually, you are learning from scratch. So you utilize this time. So whenever class is over, practice 2 to 3 hours daily. It's like you are preparing for the interview. You are already ahead with the then when compared with the experienced people. Experienced people like us, we every day we have our own task and our own family issues, right? Similarly, you also have some family issues, but you will at least you are in better place, right? So utilize this time. Now we are on dev one now. So what I am doing, as I told you, this now I don't want to create a new repository. We already created a repository, right? So for example, if you take Amazon repository, right? One thing we have to do, because I have shut down my system, right? I have shut down my system yesterday. Because of that, my private key will be lost. My private key will be lost. So when you're practicing, what you have to do, you practice and shut it down. But one thing you have to do, that is you have to create again what the private key. So yesterday we have created private key and we added our public key to our GitHub. Right, these two keys we have added. Right, delete them for now, because those are useless now, because I have shut down my system. Now I don't have private key. So what I have to do now, again I have to create, again I have to create the private keys. So yesterday we saw how to create a private key. So run this command sh keygen. So when you run it, just press enter, enter, enter. Now it's go to .sh. You'll see we have one private key and public key is generated. Copy this public key into our GitHub. So cat, so this is a public key. Just select it, don't copy, just select it, add new sh key over here. Here you say one, then add sh key. Sh key is generated now. Next what I have to do, I have to start the agent. In SSH we have to start the agent. So how to start? Eval agent -s. So we did this yesterday. So agent is started now. So these steps are mentioned over here. Then you start this agent, okay? Eval agent, and then what? Add the private key, right? Add the private key. Where are you? Already you are in SSH folder. So this, if you run this, you have to modify, because you are already in SSH key. But if you run it also, it should work fine. So identity added, private key is added. So we started the agent, we added the private key to this agent. And before that, what we did, we copied the public key, we added it to GitHub. These two steps once completed, then now onwards you no need to provide any credentials to whenever you want to push your code from your local repository. So come out of it. Now I will say git clone. I'll say git clone. Where is my clone available? Where is my repository available? This is my repository, main repository. So go click on code here, and SSH is already selected. If by default if it is deselected, then you have to select SSH and copy this. Because we are using SSH, so you have to use SSH link only. Yes, ls. Now the repository has been copied here. cd ls. The file 1, file 2, file 3, file task 1 are available here. Okay. The same thing we have to do on the other server. So I'm running this command so that I should not lose the connection. So clear the screen. Now what I have to do, I have to use SSH gen, right? I have to clear the private key and public key. Then SSH. So if you see cd dot SSH ls, you see we don't have any keys here. But when you run SSH gen, enter. Now you say ls. Now two keys are created. This time what I have to do? Cat just copy it till the end. Add new key again. This time is dev2. Now dev1, dev2 both are added. Next what you have to do? What's our command? Eval start this. Agent should be started. Agent is started. Then what? Uh, sh add, right? Add what we have to add? Private key. It is added now. Now what you do? You have to clone, right? Git clone. So now dev2 is also ready. In this process, do you have any doubts? In this process, do you have any doubts, please?
No, madam.
Okay. So now let's understand few basic things. For example, your dev1 is here, and now you will do it's the git log now. When you say git log, so it will show the latest commit ID. So what is the latest commit ID? It's 32b1861. 32b. 32b. So here also we have 32b, the latest commit ID, right? So for example, what happens? Take a scenario. A user added a file. He did a file. He added a file, and he got a task. Actually, for example, a programmer got a task, and he working on the task. And while working the task, after 5 or 6 days later, the lead said that uh, we don't require this task now. The requirements has been changed now, so that requirement is not required anymore. Maybe we require it later, so you can ignore it. So that way the lead may convey to the developer. Then the developer, if already committed, if already is committed, then know how to remove that commit id. How to we can remove the commit id, how to we can remove a commit id, that we will see. Yesterday we understood how to we restore a file from staging. From staging, how can we restore those we saw, right? For example, one moment please. Yeah, for example, here we have three files. Now we created a new file, something. How we will create a new file? Suppose you can say vi file task 2, working on task 2, insert mode. Now it is, if you type ls, now say git status. What it's saying, it is now to add to the staging, we have to do what? Git add. This file we can, if you want to roll back, we can simply say, what we have to say, git restore. We say git restore to, so task did not match any files, right? What is that? Okay, now git add dot, and if I say git restore and file 2, we did this yesterday. Then sorry, now you see git status. Now we can roll back this, we saw this yesterday. How can we roll back it? This, just type restore the file 2. When you do this, and again if you say git status, I'm sorry, please read the commands carefully. I am not ignoring them. I'm sorry, see, I'm dealing with file 2 and I'm working on task 2, right? Task 2, but I'm giving command what? File 2 name. So this is a mistake I'm doing. I should say what? Git restore task 2, not file 2. Now what I will do, git restore. Now if you say git status, now it's back to working directory. It went back to your working directory from staging to. So we added to the staging by command git add dot, and when if you want to move from staging to working directory, we can say git restore hyphen staged. That is fine. But what are we talking today? We are talking about one stage ahead, that is commit stage. So for example, if I say git add dot, sorry, git add dot again, and if you say git status now, so it is now. Next step, what you do? Git commit, right? Git commit hyphen a, sorry, hyphen m, new task, uh, task 9 completed, or added something. I added this. So when you add this, okay, this is a new account, right? We have to configure our details, right? Now it is done. Now you try to run the same command. Okay. Now it is added. Now you see gits log now. See, one commit ID is added now. One commit ID is added now. Now the developer, the lead told to the developer that we don't want this requirement now. We may need it later, but now it is not required. You can ignore it, but already we have committed. From staging, how to go back, we know. From staging, we said what we said, git restore hyphen hyphen stage, we did that. But for after committing, how can we reset? So how can we reset this? How can we go to one commit back? I have to come back. The pointer, the main header pointer, is pointing to the main latest commit ID. But the latest ID 3 to b1, 3 to b1 is actually the latest one in the central repository. So if I don't, I should not push this one. If I push it, then my code will be moved to our GitHub. But we don't want to do that. I want to roll back. So what we have to do? So we have a command called git reset. Git reset, and we have to say head, head and tilde. And how many commits you want to go back? You can say how many commits you can go back. One commit, only one commit, one step behind I want to go back. You can say 1 year, or you can simply ignore it, also fine. If you say, if you don't say anything, by default it will take it as one. Git reset head tilde. So if I do this, then when again if I say after that, if I say git log, then this commit id will not be shown here. We will be seeing this latest commit id. Okay, so enter. Now you say git log. Now you see, where are we? 3 to b1, one commit id, one step back we came. Now the head is pointing where? The head is pointing to this commit id 3 to b, and if you see here, previously it was head was pointing to 9DEA. Now that has been removed. Now if you see git status, now your task is back to working directory. Now is back to your working directory now. So this way we have to, if whenever you want to step back a commit, then if, okay, normally this is done by developers again, but if suppose they want to step back a one commit id, they can do this way. Okay, how to uh, ignore, to what do you call, reset the current commit id to the previous commit id. Okay, for that we have to say git reset head tilde. Okay, or you can say one also, you can say. Okay, this way you can say. Now let's understand another scenario normally faced by the developers. What they do, they multiple times they do the commits. They do multiple times commits to the same file. Okay, they do multiple times to the same file, and every time they commit it, and suddenly they observe that there are some lot of commits happened, and they are working on the same files. For the same, because they are working on the same files, those many commits unnecessarily they have committed. Oh, now they want to remove extra commits, and they want to have only one commit, but at the same time the changes whatever they did with the files should not lose. For example, I will tell you, let's try and see here. Ls now. For example, task 2 is there, same task 2. We Now this time I will say that example I shown you. Now I will say git add now, git commit m task 2 change 1. Right? If you say git log now, new commit id created now. And this guy, this developer, what he did, again he used the same file, and he want to add one more change. He forgot some change to do. He did one more change. This is second change, and he came back, and again he did the same thing. What? Git commit -am task 2 change 2 this time. We did another change. And if you see git log now another id came, commit id created. Currently this is the current id available on your git repository, right? But already we have 2 commits here, and you're working on the same file, and command is task to change 1, task to change 2. And again what you did, the same thing. Type q when we have lengthy number of commit ids. You have to scroll down if you want to watch. If you don't want to scroll down, then press q. Now again vi task 2, you want to do another change. Now he said, he thinking that okay, this will be the final change, but instead of not doing commit, he should have done this without doing any commits. But sometimes it happens while doing development. Now he did again a commit. Now if you see git log, we have 3 commits now. Now we thought that, see, I am working on the same file. If I push it, then all these 3 commits will be moved to our central repository. When you click here, when you type here and you click on commits, here we have 4 commits, right? You will see 7 commits. So all these extra 3 commits, whatever we are seeing here, 1, 2, 3, will appear here. We are already 4, 3 more will be added here. It's a clutter, right? It's a clutter. It's not required unnecessarily. Extra commit ids are not required. So if the developer know how to squeeze them together, all these 3 into 1, there could be 3 commits or multiple commits. How many commits? No problem. If the developer want to squeeze them into one commit id, that will be better, right? That will be better. So for that we have a command called rebase. Git rebase command we have. Let's understand how it works. Now here type q screen ls. Now we have to use a command called git rebase, and we have to provide a attribute called -i. See, in git we have lot of commands, many commands. Here I am not making you expert in git. I'm not making you expert in git, but when you get a job, you can easily work with these commands, okay? So this is more than enough as a DevOps engineer. But anyway, we are not developers, but as a DevOps engineer, we should know how the developers do work with git commands. At the same time, we also know a few things which I am teaching now. Those are fine. And while working on Jenkins at the time, we also have to come back to GitHub, and we have to set up few things so that GitHub and Jenkins can communicate. So we will be revisiting multiple times to GitHub. So in a git commands, we have a lot of commands we have. So you, whenever you get time, you see. In Linux also we learned Linux is completed. Is that mean that you are expert in Linux? No. Whatever knowledge you required in real time, that knowledge you have now. If you're practicing regularly those commands, those are fine for you. Okay, similar to git also. Okay, so now I'll say git log. We have the, what is our purpose now? I have to squeeze all this git IDs now. So when developers are doing these things, because you are sitting in the same floor, for you, it should not look like a rocket science. You should understand. You should easily able to understand if you know these commands. So they are doing this normally every day. So git rebase -i, and now we have to use the same head which we saw before, reset. We used previously. We want to remove one commit id. For that we used reset command. Git reset we used. If you remember, we used reset for that. Reset is different, rebase is different. Okay, I'm using rebase now. And how many commit ids you want to squeeze? 1, 2, 3, right? Then you say 3 and press enter. Now you see we got this page, something pick, and One more thing, let me exit first of all. I want to take a screenshot of it. Let me take a screenshot of it so that I can explain you better. Now, if you see the commit, pick some commit number is coming, right? So it is change 1, change 2, change 3. So the order you observe, the latest change was here. Change 3 is our latest one. So all these three will be merged. So we have different types of command. Pick, pick is just use commit. When you just simply use them is normal commit. Reword, use commit but edit the commit message. If you want to change the message, you can go with reword and the commit ID. Edit commit, squash, fix up, execute, break, drop, label, reset, merge. Many are there. Out of all these, squash we require. Squash is a command. Use commit but meld into previous commit. Okay. Use whatever changes we have done. Whatever changes we have done, those changes should not lost. In the task file, task 2 file, whatever changes we done, those will not be lost. So use commit but meld into previous commit. Previous commit, that means these three will be merged into one commit and a new commit ID will be created for you. All these three commit IDs will be lost, a new commit ID will be created, and along with the new commit ID, all your file, all our file content will be there. It won't be lost. Okay. Then what I have to do? Then what I have to do? So simply you have to here. This is the main change, right? So simply you can say you can remove this pick. I can type here squash, squash. Similarly, squash. So these two I want to merge. Okay, and this will be merged to the first one. All these three will be merged to the first one, the first commit ID. These two I want to merge into the one top one. So all will three will move to the first one. Okay, these two I want to merge. Now what I have to do? Exit, control X. When you say, it will ask you for saving, to save the whatever change you have done. So these two I want to merge together and I want to merge into the first one. So let's try control X. Here you see X is there. Exit, control this. This symbol means control X, control X. Now it's saying yes, save modified buffer, type yes, shift yes, shift Y. Now file name, to write a file name, it has chosen. In the inside the git folder, it chosen rebase merge, git rebase equal to do. Okay. Now enter. Now enter. Now this time it is saying that this is a combination of three commits. This is the first commit message, that is task change 1, task change 2, task change 3. So it's saying that if you want to change the commit IDs, you can change here. Yes, I want to change here. What I will do, task 2, change 1, change 2 and change 3 are merged. Okay. Then these are not required. These statements are not required. Just delete all of this. If you don't delete, no problem, nothing will happen, but you will see under comment section, you will see all this, whatever changes you did for all these commits. So this is only confirmation just to add your commit message. Task 2, okay, task 2, something, if you whatever you want to add, you can add here. Now control X, exit. See, again exit, control X. Now again modify buffer, shift yes and press enter. Now you see successfully rebased and updated. Now if you see, so and here if you observe detached head, task to change all this message you will get and successfully. If you see git log now the screenshot which I have before, if you compare both of them, so after that we have only one commit. One commit, it's a new commit ID. All three are merged now. Now the comment also you see task 2 change 1 change 2 and change 3 are merged. That means extra commit IDs are removed now. Previously we have 3 extra, but as of now we have only 1 commit ID. Okay, now next git push origin main. So here 9C629 is our latest commit ID. See 9C629 is our latest commit ID. These are our changes. This is new task. This is second change. This is final change. All the contents are intact. All the changes are intact. Please let me know. Don't hesitate. If you have any questions, ask me. How to merge multiple commit IDs before a git push. Git rebase and I head tilde. Here you can mention, for example, 3. Okay. Here 3 is the number of commits that you want to merge into one commit. Okay. So you practice example, right? As it just record in the recording, you just listen to the recording. So normally when you say like this, one will become here. You get like this. So to modify to say squash. So this way you will get only one commit ID. But while practicing, you can try with 3 commits, 4 commits, 5 commits, and if you will get more statements like this, and you except one, you add all of remaining with scash. All will be melded into one commit ID. Any questions till now, please? Okay, we will see another scenario, one more scenario, that is, for example, a developer is working on a issue, is working on a task. Now suddenly the manager or lead comes to him and he'll say to the developer, we got an issue, so we have to fix that issue first. So you whatever task you are working, you keep it as pending. Okay, keep it in pending. We will resume it later. So first we have to fix the issue. Once the issue is fixed, then you push it into the central repository so that that can be moved to production later. So you currently stop the current task. That way the manager will request the developer. Okay, so temporarily the work whatever he is doing, that has to be kept aside. So for that we have a command called git stash. Okay, git stash, this will temporarily shelves, okay, shelves the current task, so that can resume, so that the developer can resume with that task later. So how to resume back? You have to say git stash pop. Once it's done the work, you should say git stash pop. When you do git stash pop, the shelved task will be shown to the user, to the developer.
Yeah, Madan, your screen is not sharing. For
Is it? I'm sure. When it stopped sharing?
yeah, just in Notepad itself. Only the thing is example one modifies Notepad itself. It.
One moment, please. Let me check. How about now? What you're seeing now?
Yeah, home page. Go to meeting.
Now, can you see Notepad plus plus?
No, not yet. Yeah,
What
I'm
about
able to see.
others? Okay, okay, nice. What about others? Are you facing some similar issue?
No
I can
issues,
see
Madan.
Notepad++.
It's clear.
Fine, fine, no problem. Okay, so now git stash pop. Thank you for confirming. Git stash pop. The shelf task will be shown to the developer. Okay, after he has completed the uh, completed the other task. So let's try see this practically. Timed out. Less okay. Thank you. Now, for example, this developer working on a new task, vi task, task 3. This is a normal story related to feature 1. Okay, this is second instruction. You see, it did that. Now, when you see this task is in between, something is did now. Now, suddenly the manager came and he said that no, we have issue with the task 1 or something. So we have issue on task 1. You have to fix that first. But here if you see, okay, he already added, for example, git add. It's not committed, okay, is added, just it's staging now. So if you say git status, this task is here now. Okay, but task is ready, is working on it. But you observe now, if you the manager asking him to work on task 1, so of course he can go to task 1. How he can go? So before going that, we have to we have to keep this the changes whatever we done till now to be shelved, actually to be kept somewhere in the memory. So the git will do what? It will keep this somewhere hidden in the memory, so that whenever you want, it will get that one back to you. So for that, what you have to do? Git stash. Git stash. What it's saying? Saved working directory and index state work in progress. WIP means work in progress on the main. So it created some id, and accordingly what it's saying, okay, what it did, even task 2 merged, no? Okay, if now you say git status, now it's saying that, what it's saying, that everything is clean. But before, when I say git status, you see what it said, it's showing the work task 3. If I say now git status, sorry, stash pop, you see our work which we are doing, the which is in progress, it's showing back. See, git status showing our work. If you say git stash, saved it, and if you say again git status, the work will not be shown. So it shows that nothing to commit. It says nothing to commit. It is stash. Now let's work on task 2. Okay, this is an hot fix. Some fix has been done for this application, for this or that particular feature story. It is done now. Then what you have to do now, if you say git status, task 2 only shown, only task 2 will be shown, but not our task 3. Okay, now you say git add dot, or is an existing one, you can say git commit hyphen am. Okay, and then you can say hotfix for task 2 has been completed. Now git log, you see any commit id has generated now, and comment is hotfix for task 2 has been completed. Now what I will do, git push, right? Commit is done. Git push to our origin. Where is our origin? Is a variable. It contains the URL address. It contains the central repository path that you have to give origin. In that central repository, in which branch you want to store this. So you have to say main. Main is the branch. Now hotfix has moved now. So hotfix has moved now. Then you click on this. So task 2, see here, hotfix for task 2 has been completed. So if you click on it, the change, this is an hotfix. The change has gone to central repository. Then Jenkins will pull this code, and it will start deploying everything. It will take care from here onwards. So how Jenkins connects to our GitHub, these things will start today. On Monday we'll start Jenkins. So from here on, how the CI/CD pipelines continues, we'll see. So as of now, we are learning up to GitHub. From Monday onwards, we'll learn Jenkins, and how the Jenkins will pick these files and how it will build the code. Those we'll see from Monday onwards. But anyway, let's continue. Now here you see git status. Now you say it's clean now, but we know that the developer is still in between, is working on the other task. So what you will do now, you will say git stash up. Now his work is back now. Okay, now you will go to task now, task 3, insert. If he changes, then he has to again do git add. Again you have to move it to staging. Now this second transaction, this is done now. Next what, git commit is a new task, right? Commit a hyphen am can't use, you should say add only, add dot, and git commit hyphen m task p has completed, and then git push origin main. Now task 1, task 2 is there, task 3, just you click on this repository, it will refresh. We got task 3 as well. Task 3 has completed. Okay, it is done now. So this way we can use stash command. So if you say git status, all is up to date. Now let's try to understand the other concept is branching. Okay, we'll understand branching. I told you in the beginning, right? What I told you that branches. So in real time, people will not work on the main branch. This is a main branch. Main branch, then they will not touch. Explained here, in place of master, you can think of it as main branch. So there will be multiple different branches will be created whenever they required. So finally, the final code should go to the main branch. So today, let's create one branch, and we'll see how first branch we'll create and see how we can use the branches. Okay, 1 minute. and you see here, one branch. It's saying one branch. Expand it, one branch. You can add one more branch if you want. You can add here also. You can add a branch here also. But normally we won't create branches from the GitHub. So as long we have one branch, that is main branch. Now what I will do, I will add one more branch. How can we do that? First of all, if you say git branch here, if you say git branch, it shows you we have only one branch, and the color is green color with star symbol. That means the currently we are on the branch name main. Now I want to create a new branch. Let's say git, okay, branch and branch name. Branch name I want to create like feature one. I want to create a branch new page. Any name you can give. Now you say git branch. You see two branches are shown here. Feature one, main. So it's pointing to the main branch. Now if I want to move to the my branch, because remember in real time, nobody will work, developers will not work directly on the main branch. They have to work on their own feature branches. Whatever the code they do on their on local machine, the code has to be pushed to the feature branches. Then finally, the feature branches, as I discussed previously, the feature branches code will be moved to development branch, and then later on, once it is working fine, from the development branch, we'll move to the release branch, and then once in the release branch, whatever code is there, that will be deployed into the production. Once in the production, if client confirm that everything is going fine, no issues, then the code whatever available in the release branch can be moved to main branch. So main branch always contains the latest and working code. So from feature branch, you should not merge to main branch, because your feature branch code must go through this phase. So in the feature branch, the developers always do their regular tasks. They will test their code, the multiple times they will change their code, whatever they want, they will do on the feature branch only. Once they find that their code is working fine, then developer one will move to branch called develop. Another developer will create his own another feature branch. He will work on his that feature branch. Once he satisfied with his coding, then that feature two branch can be moved to merged with develop branch. Like that, all the developers have their own feature branches. They work on their feature branches, and finally, once they're satisfied with their changes, then the feature branches has to be merged with the develop branch. So once the develop branch move to develop branch, the code will be tested. All the code will be tested together, and if it is working fine, everything goes fine, then the develop branch code will be merged with the release branch. A new release branch will be created, and the code will move to the release branch. That way the process goes on. Now what we are trying to do, how the feature branches are created, how the developers work on the feature branches, those things we will try to learn. So here we have feature branch. Now I want to move to, I am a developer one. Now I want to do some code. I want to move to feature branch one thing you should understand, whenever you create a feature branch, automatically whatever latest code available in the main branch automatically will be copied to our feature branch or merged to our feature one branch. That means, for example, if I say ls, we have these files. Of course, we are in the main branch, we can see them. But in which feature one, we just created a feature branch, but no files are there inside it. Then what you can do? First of all, I want to shift from main branch to the other branch. Then git checkout and feature branch one. When you say git checkout feature one, then automatically you will be shifted to feature one branch. Press enter here. Switch to branch feature one. Now if you check git branch, you see the star is symbol showing to feature one. That means currently we are in feature one branch. Now if you say ls, the same files are shown. The same files are shown. That means whatever in branch main automatically will be moved copied to the feature one branch. Now suppose this person developer want to do some tasks. Now developer one will do what? You will create touch task, or else let's create some content task for insert task 4 changes in feature 1 branch. Escape colon WQ. Now, if you say cat, the content will be shown, right? These changes I want to move. Same thing, even though wherever, whichever branch you are in, the same steps you have to follow. What is that? If you say git status, shows that task 4 is not in staging. If you have to move to staging, git add dot. Now git status. Now it is moved to staging now. Then what do you do? Commit. Git commit hyphen m. Okay, you can say task 4 is as completed in, just for your sake to understand, I am giving the feature number in feature 1. Normally they won't do that. In feature 1, git commit. So this developer is working on his own feature. Now if you see git log, 951 is the commit ID available, latest one in the on the branch on the GitHub central repository. But this person is created and committed. Now a new commit ID is created. This time head is pointing to feature. It is pointing to feature now. Now assume this person developer satisfied with these changes. Now we want to move to the next branch. Here we don't have develop branch, so the next branch I will take as main branch. Just for the purpose of understanding, I will be using the main branch, but in real time we will move it to the develop branch. We never move to the main branch. Please understand that. I want to move the, just time being this I'm taking main, I'm using main branch. Otherwise in real time they will use develop branch. Now, how do I move the changes whichever I done in this feature branch to my main branch? How can I move it? Very simple. First of all, whenever you want to move, okay, ls task 4 is created, right? Whenever I want to move to, whenever I want to merge to main branch, then what I have to do is, I have to first of all, I have to go to main branch. If you see git branch now, where I am in the feature 1 branch. First of all, whenever you want to move your changes to main branch, you have to first move to main branch. Git, how can we move to main branch? The same way we did previously, checkout, right? We did somewhere checkout. The same thing you have to do. Git checkout. Which branch you want to move from feature 1 branch? Main branch. Now if you say git branch, you are at main branch. Next what I have to do? Whatever changes in feature 1, I want to merge with main branch. Main branch does not have, what does not, it doesn't have task 4 file is not there, right? See, when I say ls, what I'm getting? Task 1, task 2, task 3. But here when I say ls, I got task 4 as well. Why? Because I am on in feature 1 branch. Here also, if you say we are in the main branch, we are in the main branch, and this main branch, if you see carefully, we have how many files? Only, when I click on this, it will refresh. You see, task 4 is not here, and also our branch name also not here. Why it is not here? Because I have not moved that feature branch to our standard repository. I have not moved. I have to move it, right? I will do it that in a moment. Right now, what I will do? I have to merge now. The changes which are in feature 1, I have to merge now. For that, simply you say git merge. Git merge. Okay, from which branch? Feature branch. Feature 1 branch. What is merged now? Next, what you have to do? Git log. Now your head is pointing to the main branch. Now it is merged now. Now the latest commit ID which was generated in feature branch. Now our main branch also pointing to the same commit ID. Both are the same commit ID. That type of synchronization we have to maintain. Next what? Our main branch got the latest files. That is not enough, right? Now the whatever the main branch having, those are in the local repository here only, but I have to move to the central repository. For that, git push origin main. When you did that, then you, if you say now, when you go here and if you say now, if you see here, we have only 3 files here. We have only 3 task 4 is not there, but if you click on and it will refresh, then you will see task 4 as well. Task 4 has completed in feature 1, right? We are able to merge it successfully. One thing we forgot to do is we are forgot to upload our feature 1 branch to our central repository. You can do that. How? First of all, to do that, where we are in git branch, where are we in main branch, right? First of all, we have to shift to our feature branch. How to do that? Git checkout feature 1. Okay, if you see now, get feature branch. Now this time you simply say git push origin feature 1. Now git push that feature has been moved here. Just you click on here. Now if you expand your feature 1 branch, feature 1 is branch is available here. If you click on it, it also contains all the files. You see, it automatically whatever whenever a branch you create a new branch, automatically all files will be moved to that new branch, feature branch. Fine, that is fine. Now think google.com. Keep this developer 1 year. Let's go to developer 2 now. Control C, developer 2 here. Now this developer, as of now, what files you having? You don't have latest files, so you should get latest file, right? You should get latest files from main branch. So git pull from when, from which branch? Origin. So all the files he got now, he is updated. Whenever a developer working, he should pull before he start any task. That is the discipline. So when you working in a project, this discipline you has to follow. If it doesn't follow, then you will be creating mess in the team. Bad practices, if you do if you do continuously, then it's a bad practices. Now again ls everything is there, task for everything is there now. Okay, git log everything, latest everything is there now. Okay, the screen. Now this person also want how many branches he having now. This person, if you say git branch now, having only one branch. This person never created a branch. Now he also has to work. He also a developer, right? So he also has to work on his own branch, on the main branch. So this person also has to create a new branch. For that, you know what to do. Branch. See what we did. We creating a branch. So we do what, git branch, right? So next what, git branch and branch name. A new branch will be created. And next, git checkout branch name to switch to any other branch. Now, so instead of writing two commands, creating a branch and check out to the new branch, we can use another command called git -p. I'm getting a call. One moment, please. One. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now, where are we? Yeah, instead of doing one by one, creating a branch and check out with a new branch, instead of doing these two different one by one, two steps, we can do shortcut like git checkout. Git checkout. Okay, and I don't have any branch as of now. Then simply you can say you have to provide an attribute called -b, and then your branch name. What happens now? a new branch will be created and will be switched to that new branch. One step we can do both at a time, right? Then to merge a feature branch files, follow below steps. One, switch to the target branch like develop branch. Okay, in our case it's main branch. Okay, how to do that? You say git checkout develop branch. But I'm here in this demo, I'm using the main branch. Then once you do that, merge the branch changes with the target branch is develop branch. So how to do that? Dollar git merge. But here you have to give the branch name. Branch name. Once it is done, next step is what? Git use the target branch changes to simply follow push. So these steps you have to follow, and right, let's try this one now. Check out FNB. Now what I will do, this person develop, this is developer 2 and developer 1. So now developer 2 want to create a new branch. Now if you see what branches he having, no branches he having. Now git checkout FNB, you want to create a new branch. Now you will say feature 2. You want to create a new feature, and you also want to shift to this feature 2 branch. Now if you see git branch, now he is automatically shifted to the feature branch is created and shifted to the feature 2 branch. Now this person what he will do, he will work on some other tasks. For example, you working on vi file task 11 example. This is task in real time. They may be working on java files or .NET files or some react files, angular files. So whatever files can be, so everything files here immaterial, but the process is same. What type of project they're working on, it's immaterial, so the process is same. So your git will not care on what you are working on. You may be working on images also, on your png gpg files also, you may be working. So your git won't care. Okay, but you have to follow this, you have to use the same commands whatever files you are using. This is task 11 in feature 2. So now when you say git status, same thing, no change. You maybe you are in main branch or any other branch, everything is same. Git add dot git status, sorry, git commit m task 11 has been added. So, but it's a dev 2, we have not introduced from the morning. So let's introduce ourselves, or else let me copy this. Dev 2 dot then try to commit it again. System it is committed. Okay. Now you see git log now. This header is pointing to feature 2 now. As you know, the feature changes now. I'm satisfied with my changes now. I'm satisfied with my changes now, and this task 11 I want to move to central repository. And as we discussed, first of all, this feature, if you are satisfied, then your changes can be moved to develop branch. But in our currently develop branch I'm not using, I'm using main branch. So I have to move to main branch. But we can move your changes to main branch, and then you can push your feature branch to the central repository, or else you can push your repository now also. Anytime is fine. Now let me push my branch, the feature to branch, and then I will merge. Okay, then what I will do, push origin feature branch name. Right now if you go and check here, it is saying feature to add recent pushes 4 seconds ago. And when you click on this repository, it will be refreshed, and if you drop down, you'll see feature 2 is available. So you see a button came over here, compare and pull request. In real time, what they do, developers will do whatever this UI is doing, the same thing we do using console. So when you click on compare and pull request, for example, so you have to write something, comment, the comment whatever you have created, the comment comes over here, and you can write some description, and then you have to click on create pull request. So even if you are working on Bitbucket, even if you are working Bitbucket also, we have the same button, create pull bucket. Okay, pull request somewhere on the right side. Only the UI will be different, that's all. So why we have this pull request? Actually in real time, what happens when this person developer clicks on pull request, a message will be automatically, actually this has to be configured. When you click on pull request, the request will go to your developer's lead. The developer's lead will get a mail saying that a code changes has been done with so and so developer. Then the lead will verify the changes are proper or not. Okay, you will, if he has any doubt, you will ask with the developer. You will call the developer and you will ask him why you have did like this, what is the requirement. That way you will confirm with him, and then only the lead will approve it. So you should be very careful, lead should be very careful while approving the changes, because if the lead is not careful, then the developer wrote something wrong, then because of his code, the total application may be in jeopardy, or the total application may be in problem. So the lead should be very careful. When you click on create pull request, so now you see, if you observe here, merge pull request is saying merge pull requests. That means merge your feature changes, feature 2 changes with the main branch. The same thing we are going to do now. The same thing we have to go, actually it's a best practice to normally we do using the console only. Okay, so here what we have to do now, I move the feature branch to push to the feature branch. Now where are we? On the feature branch 2, git branch, and you say here in feature 2, and feature 2 having a task 11. Okay, so next what I have to do, the same commands we have to run, the same commands. When you click on command line instructions, you see command line instruction. If you see here, if you click on it, merging via commands. So these things we are going to do now. Git pull origin main, git checkout main, git merge, these things we have to do. Okay, so this git pull origin main we already did initially we have did on the developer one. Here very beginning we did that. or else up arrow. Somewhere we did that. I'm not able to see it. Ls. So okay. Next, what I have to do? I have to merge. One moment. What is the log showing? What is the committed showing? Okay. Now a file task 11 is created. Now committed is generated. Next, what I have to do? I have to merge it. What I have to do? As this, I have to first of all move to main branch. As we discussed, to merge a feature branch, what we have to do? Check out to our main branch. Here I am saying develop branch, but you have to move to the main branch. So here I will say git checkout main. Now if you say git branch, now we are at main branch. Now next we have to do what? Git merge. Now I want to merge my feature 2 branches. Feature 2 contains a file called task 11. But if you observe here, if you see we are in the main branch. If you observe here, we have task 11 here. Task 11 file is there? No, we are, it is not here. So for that we have to merge. To merge, first of all, we have to move to the target branch, that is checkout, to main to the main branch. I have to merge the changes of feature 2 branch. For that reason, first we have to move to the main branch. Then we have to say git merge of which branch changes? Feature 2 branches changes. So feature 2 and press enter. Now merged. Now what you have to do? Git log. If you see, now both main and feature 2 both are pointing to same branch. Now it's the latest commit ID. Next, what I have to do? Next, what we do? Git push what? Our main branch, because main branch now got latest files from the local repository. That changes I have to push to the central repository. So our main branch contain the latest changes. So now you do this. Now if you go here, right, and if you click on our project name, central repository name, you see task 11 is merged with our main branch. Task 11 has been added. That means, as I discussed with you, whenever this developer is working on in the branch, they always has to work on their own branches. Only the work is completed, only then they have to merge. Now example, if you see here, the developer, the main branch got the latest files. Now the feature, if you see, feature 2 got all the files. Feature 2 got all the files, 11 everything, because 11 he got because feature 2 is developed by developer 2. One, if you go to the feature 1, feature 1 is working on by whom? Developer 1. But does it have his latest files? No, it does not have latest files. Normally in real time, what happens, whenever a sprint is completed, whenever sprint is completed, then in the next sprint they will not use the same feature branches. They can delete them, they can remove these features, they can remove them. Something, assume the developer, let me ping this so that session will not lost. Now assume sprint 2 started. Control C. Sprint 2 is started. Now if you say git branch, here we have feature 1 branch is at feature 1 branch. Now he can delete it, but assume sprint 2 started. Now he will not use the same feature 1 branch. Feature 1 branch he used temporarily to complete the tasks for sprint 1. He completed it. Now sprint 2 started. Now we don't need to use feature 1. Now he can delete it. Then he can create a new branch. Now how can he create a new branch? Okay, git, first of all, what do you have? You command yes, how to check out to main branch. Check out main branch. Okay, clear screen. Git branch. You are the main branch. Now I will create a new branch. Now git checkout. Okay, this time what I will do, a new branch. I will say feature 3. Okay, it is feature 3 new branch. Okay, now when I say git, it already feature not to feature 3 branch. Now if you go to feature 3 branch, here I am not pushed it, right. But if you don't, if I will push it in a moment. If you say ls here, okay, uh, check out. Okay, so why we I got only 4 files? Can anybody tell, please? I say I was expecting that the main branch containing how many files? The main branch containing many files, 11, 4. These are the files, but 11 I have not received. It is not there. Why? Because this developer one was not following the best practices. Whenever you whenever you start the sprint 2, he has to get the latest code from the main branch. Yes, Naveen, you're saying something?
Yeah, nothing. Just you need to pull the
Correct. He has to get the latest code now, right? So Git now, you practice all these scenarios. Okay, there could be a lot of scenarios. I will be covering some of the scenarios. So in real time, what happens? I'm trying to teach you. Now check out to main branch. Your screen ls. Now you say git pull, and this time we'll say from here, from where you have to pull from the main branch. Okay, now you will say ls got 11 task 11 also. Okay, this time I will use another branch. Check out. Normally in sprint 2 it started now. What you will do? A new branch will be created. Feature 4. Now each if you check now, sorry, git branch, you're on feature 4 now. Now if you say ls, the feature 4 automatically got all the latest files. And now again the same story. So this way multiple developers will work on their own features. So multiple developers they work on their own branches, and finally they will merge the file contents. Please let me know if you have any questions. So I don't have feature 3 and 4 branches over here. Why? Because I have not pushed them. If you push them, you can view them. So we have multiple concepts. So this is a very good start for you. So you practice all this, whatever we learned till now. You practice, and when you join a company, you definitely won't feel any new while working on Git and GitHub. So GitHub is still there. We will be working again on GitHub multiple times to come, or whenever we're learning a new task, a new tool, whenever we learn a new DevOps tool, we have to integrate with Jenkins. Accordingly, we have to add various files to the GitHub. We will add various projects to the GitHub, right? In that while working Jenkins, we have to use a file called Jenkins file, and when we are working with the Docker, we have to use a Docker file. So these are all goes into the GitHub only. We have to push them. Anyway, we will do using we have to use git commands to push those changes. Everything we will do. So at the time, these same things will be repeated for you. So at the time you won't find like Linux commands. I'm doing some commands over here. So you maybe I believe you are not feeling anything new to you, because we already learned them. If you practiced it, then definitely you won't find any problem there. Similarly, when we're working on Jenkins and other tools, if I work on Git and GitHub, definitely you will be comfortable at that time. If at all you are not comfortable, let me know. Okay, I will work on it, no issues. So we'll end up today, and we contact on Monday morning, and we start with Jenkins, the new task, new tool, that is Jenkins. Okay, and on Sunday evening I will be giving you a new joining link, get go to meeting link. On Sunday evening I will provide to you. Okay, and I will wait for some time. If you have any questions, please ask.
Yeah,
And
madam,
at
could you
the
please
end
cover?
of the session, yes, yes, please.
Yeah, could you please cover that Git conflict as well, that topic as well? So it would be helpful in
Git
real time.
conflict.
Yes, yes.
Okay, then okay, then okay. On Monday morning, we will have some 30 minutes on that topic, 20-30 minutes. We will complete that at the time. Okay. Now it's a time 10:30, right? So just remind me if I forgot, just remind me on Monday morning. We will do that as well. So
Yeah, and
it's
also,
what
the-
Naveen is. I'm sorry.
yeah, could you please provide this document as well? It's related to interview questions will be there, right, for Git, so we can go through it and we can learn now itself. It will be helpful for us, all of us.
Correct, correct.
Related to Git, I'm asking. Yeah,
Yes, the topic is completed now. The topic is completed now. As always, once
yeah,
topic is completed, I will be providing you the PDFs, right? The same way today I will provide the topics, the PDF format related to GitHub. Okay, that I will provide to you. And so what Naveen was asking is that if for example, if you see developer one working on feature 1 and developer 2 working on feature 2, and for example both are as of now working on different files, no problem, they can happily push their code to the, and they can merge their code to the main. But assume if developer 1 in feature, if you working on developer 1 working on file 3, a task 1 you working on file task 1, and developer 2 also working on the same task 1, for example, for some other purpose, because both are working on, and now developer 1 merging on task 1 and developer 2 has not taken the latest code, he is not properly following the rules, he has not taken the he has not done the pull request, and suddenly he want to overwrite his code on task 1, then our main branch will not allow that. It will say that you don't have the latest code with you. Okay, it will say resolve the conflicts. Okay, and then you can merge it. So that way, that scenario we will see on Monday morning. Naveen, you just remind me. If I forget, you just remind me on Monday morning. I will take that for some 20, 15, 20 minutes. That will be over at that time.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Any more, please? Yeah. Any more, please? Any more questions? Okay, then. Have a happy weekend. Take care. We'll meet on Monday morning. Thank you for your time.